Final Cut Pro editors don't have to work alone. It's easy to share libraries with other editors, but you need to know the secrets that are shown in this video. This is the second video about sharing Final Cut Pro libraries using LucidLink, and it follows on from the setup of Final Cut Pro in the first video. Click the link above to view that video. You'll learn about the control panel, setting up users, permissions and groups, as well as an explanation of snapshots. My name's Bruce, and if we've met before, welcome back. Otherwise, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell to be reminded when other videos in the series are published. Just to give you a short background in case you've not viewed the earlier videos, let me explain. I live in Sydney, Australia. So I'm well separated in time zones and physical distance from the Northern Hemisphere. Anyway, now let's look at the LucidLink control panel. When you select the rope icon in the Mac's menu bar and select the third tab from the left, you will open the control panel. First, let's look at the settings category in the left sidebar. Any changes you make in the settings affects your computer only. It's got no effect on any other user in the LucidLink file space. And there are two settings to do with cache that you may consider changing. And my suggestion is to leave all the others at the defaults. The cache location is where the media files are cached or temporarily stored on your computer. By default, it's set to your system disk. If you do change the device that the cache is stored on, make sure it's a fast SSD. The local cache size is the amount of cache that you let LucidLink use on your computer. The bigger the space you give it, the more media can be stored locally on the computer to avoid internet lags. But there's no point in going silly about how much you allocate to LucidLink. But do make sure that you've got the space to spare on your computer. The cache on your computer is useful if you need to pin files later to avoid internet lag. The next category is the global defaults. I don't suggest you make any changes here. The users category, however, is where you're going to spend most of your efforts. The advanced Lucid package allows for 5 users. Extra users can be added. And a user can either be an administrator or a standard user. An administrator has access to all folders. And the big thing to remember here is that the standard user has no access to any folders until they are given permission. Standard users can have permission to individual folders, or they can be added to a group that will give them access to all the folders that the group has access to. The first step is to add users by pressing the green plus in the user management window. Give them a username, nominate a temporary password, and select either standard or administrator, and then press the add user button. And you need to record that username and password to give to the new user so they can connect to LucidLink. Once you've added the users, you can now give permission to the standard users. Administrators have access to everything, as I've said. Click the downward chevron to the right of permissions. The window that opens shows all the folders that they've been given permission to access. To give them access to other folders, click the path line and all the folders will be displayed. First, nominate whether they are to have read-only or read-write access, and then press the green plus button to add that permission to that user. If you want to add a user to a group, do the same as you did with permissions, but you'll need to add groups first from the Groups category in the sidebar. The Permissions category is an alternative way of adding permissions, as well as a place to view who has permission to what. Snapshots are Lucid speak for backups. In the Snapshot Management window, select the Snapshot Schedule, which opens the Schedule window, allowing you to press the green plus button to display the schedule. To name it, set a start time, the interval creation time, and finally the number of snapshots that are to be retained. The default snapshot schedule is probably more than you need. I opted for weekly snapshots that are retained for 4 weeks. Also a monthly schedule that's retained for 3 months. And be careful here. Because snapshots are included in that storage total, you should balance the snapshot schedule with the amount of storage that you've budgeted to pay for. This video's covered the control panel, and the next video will discuss how to organize the individual user settings. Thanks for watching. You can view video 3 in this series by clicking the thumbnail on screen now.